Good morning. Daily work activity log Excel template. How do you track your time spent on your business? How do you manage your time in your business? Are you productive? How many hours did you work in your business in 2020? Are you ready to start tracking your time in 2021? Well, how do you use your daily work activity log Excel template? I'm just going to show you how I'm tracking my time, how I have done it in the past. And it's very important when you have a business, you just start out to keep a record of your time, because when the business is now generating revenue, or if the business didn't generate revenue, or the business didn't make profit, and after a certain years, I believe, if I recall right, you have to make a profit twice within 5 years. So there is a chance, if you are a sole proprietor, that you might get audited and they might want you to consider your business as a hobby, and you don't want your business to be considered as a hobby, because there are some expenses that you won't be able to deduct. In the past, those expenses can be deducted on your Schedule A, but the way the deduction is now, the standard deduction is now, you won't even be able to deduct those expenses on your Schedule A. So you don't want your business to be tagged as a hobby. So if you are an L.L.C, there is a chance you might get audited if you are not making profit after a certain numbers of years. They might get audited to prove, if you are engaged in a non-for-profit business. So you don't want to be classified as a non-for-profit either, because there will be some deduction that you won't be able to take. So you need to track your time to show that you are active in your business, and to be, even if you have, there is a difference between being active in a business and have an active business. So if you are in a business and the business is an active business, like selling products, manufacturing products, handmade things, selling products, or providing service, those are type of businesses that you have to spend time working in the business. So those are business active business activities. So if you have those type of businesses, you need to prove that you are active in the business, because when you are not active in your business, you cannot deduct your losses, your business losses, against your active incomes, like your salary from your job, for instance. So that's even one things to consider as well. When you are negative in your business, if you are active in the business, you'll be able to deduct your losses on your personal tax return against your active income. But if you are passive in your business, you won't be able to deduct that against active incomes. You have to carry over and deduct that against the same type of business profit in the future. And if you are audited and you want to prove you are active in your business, you have to, according to IRS, I believe you have to be active. You have to be active in your business. You have to work more than 750 hours a year, and more than anyone working in your business. So there is something like that, N or R. So I had to double check, but 750 hours a year and more is the minimum you should be targeting. So how do you know how many hours you work on your business? You need to track your time. And if you don't have any software that allows you to track your time, you could use the free daily work activity Excel templates that we have on our blog, Dina Soap, workbook.com under the free download section. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to put your email in to get it. Although we'll be happy to have you join us, it's not a requirement to get the free templates. And we are selling the templates as well at liberdownloads.com, but you'll be able to get a free version to start tracking your time. So let's get to my computer to see how we use the daily work activity log Excel template to track our time. Let me see. So that's the time log for the new year. And I have, let me go up a little bit. So we have the business name here, and you can put your businesses if you have more than one. You can put different side of activities you perform to support your business. Could be blog, and I just put the blog name here, and you can put your Twitter, your Instagram, YouTube, and anything you do, the different side of your business, you can list them here. And people working on the business, the functions, I like to have principal functions, tasks performed, pretty much in a way that I can just drop, I can like email, and I can have like answered, bookkeeping, updated, for example, here, or meeting, type, meeting and type might be somewhere here. So that's that. And then we have the month and the year. And pretty much the log, when you open it, it first is good to, it has to be the first file you open when you get to your computer. And you pretty much put the date, and in the corner of your screen you see the time you added to it. We can just see what I put here, like today, January 4th, 2021, and the time that I started, and I didn't put the time that I ended, and I didn't put the description just yet because I didn't know what I will work on. But then when I'm done with a task, I could just come here and add it. For instance, and I will add what I work on. Video recorded, and then I will calculate the number of hours that I spent on the business. So it could be 1 plus you can do it mentally if you want, and divided by CC. So 1 plus 58 minus 17 in parentheses divided by CC, and it just tells me how many hours I spent. And at that time I know what side of the business I work on, and I can just scroll and choose, and that'll be YouTube and the month will be here. So by filling up this sheet, and the way it works is you have by month. So that means all the 12 months will be entered in. And you might think it will be a lot of data. Yes, it will be, but if you, because that's a table, if you click on month and you select just the month that you are, the month you are in, it will only, you can select the month you are in and blank. That way it will only pull the last month you are, the current month, without pulling the other months that are to the spreadsheet, and the next row blank will be there as well, and you can just continue filling it up. So the beauty of the daily work log Excel template is it has multiple tabs. So we have the summary here, and at this point I can just, because that's a drop down menu, I can just click and enter all of them. That's why filling up the functions sheet is great. And you can just tell where you are spending your time, and you have by person sheets, and by person sheet you pull out the name of who is working on the business, and you can see how many hours they spend on the business. And you have by business sheets that you have to have the business names in the drop down menu here on a listed, and each time you change the name, you'll be able to see what side of the business every single one of your staff work on or in. So those sheets are pretty much a report sheets that pull data from your log template. But the log template itself is a table. So that means you can just wanted to see information about one one things, and you just select all the entry and just click on one, and automatically it'll take everything off. It'll hide everything, and you'll just have information on one particular business or one particular month or one particular day. If you wanted to track, for instance, let's say we have all the business here, you wanted to see how many hours you spent on one day. So you have the day column, you click on that arrow in the corner to go in, and you just select everything, and you can just select the year, and let's select all the day and just leave the first. For instance, we want to see how many hours we work on the first, and you just come here to the work hours and select them, and you'll know that it total to 7.54 hours. So that's different way you can use your log sheet all by itself as a table. Is you'll be able to find a lot of information, useful information from your log sheets. But then you have the summary pages or sheets that will allow you to have a record that you can stare at and analyze as well. And I can open, let's see if I have it open here, and it is good to track your time and record them. And at the end of the year, you just file it. And we can look at, in fact, there is something I like to show here before we move, is you can even add more sheets. The spreadsheet is not locked. Our free version is not locked. The paid version is not locked either. You can change the formula if you want, but you can add more sheets, like to-do list. If you are working and you need to put something down that you can work on later, you can put it down as well. But I like to have a work schedule. It's just something I like to just to have an overview. I don't need to follow it every single day, but at least I know that if I need to see what I need to work on in a particular day, I have a blank to have somewhere to start. And the goal is to work 20 hours a week in our business, and the hours that I like to work, I have it. Does not mean I will follow it by letter, but I have a goal here that I can, go with. So let's and the one that I used last year will be having a for sale as well. I don't think it's out there yet, but I have it by month. So every single month you'll be able to see the entry for every single month, and some of them I didn't calculate the hours, but let's see our summary here. And I'm still working on it. Even the one that I have last year, that I used last year, I don't have the formula all around yet, but this one is by person. And December, I think I might have a drop menu here. So December, is showing me pretty much the hours spent. Here, that's a total here. So it's just showing me the hours spent on each side of the business, 203.73. So that's what we have here. But that's a personal sheet, so it's a little bit different from the one on the website. The free version is different. It's not laid out this way. The one that we are selling is more like the free version one as well. So if you get the free version, you don't need to get the paid version. They are similar. The code is different, but it is the same spreadsheet pretty much. But it's just to show you that it's very important to track how many hours you are spending in the business, and because it's a table, can just come here and see how many hours in November are spent on the blog, and I'll be able to just select them. Here is 15.58 hours, and how many hours are spent on YouTube. Clearly, I can say that I spend way more time creating content, publishing content, and that's 61.17 hours in November. And you'll notice that I didn't use the functions templates, the functions and tasks performed mod, but I describe what I work on. So the beauty of tracking your time and the task performed is, if you are audited, it's hard to fake it, because every single days of the year that you record what you work on, you cannot just go back and reduplicate it if you didn't do it in the first place. So tracking it as you go along, and you have a solid record in your file for yourself to see what you are working on, and for editing purposes as well. So I will need to go back and pretty much finish calculating the hours. because it's very important to do that every single day, otherwise they add up. So if I don't have them all done, my summary page won't be able to reflect the perfect hours that I spend on each one of the business. Although I have a record of that here, it's still good that I fill them out so that I can have a record sheet that is just pulling a summary here for me. So thank you so much for watching. How many hours do you work in your business? Get our free sheet or our pay version 1 and start tracking your time. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you all that subscribe to our channel. Thank you for all your comments. I'm Afiabi Ojune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting LLC YouTube channel and owners of Nina's Soap. Our blog, our natural product store, ninassoap.com, our custom apparel store, liberlabel.com, and we have our download store as well, liberdownload.com. So when you go to our blog, ninassoap.com, you just go on the sidebar, the right sidebar, and you scroll down. You'll find the free, I think I just passed it. You'll find the free download session and the daily work activity log Excel template is here. You just click on it to open the page, and you just click on it, and you'll pretty much open in the corner of your computer here, and I will assume you have Excel on your computer. So you just go to download, and you'll be able to copy it and paste it in the file, in the folder that you want. So that's how you you will access it. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to enter your email to access the template, but we will be happy to have you join us. So thank you so much for your time.